in charge for the Middle East as well as the New Zealand, and I was in charge of a very big project, 650 million US dollar, 395 megawatt combined cycle gas-based power plant at Putahuhu, that is the place in the New Zealand. I came back to India in 2005 and joined Amco Limited as a general manager. Next year I got promoted as a vice president. Then in 2008 I been promoted as a CEO. At that time I was running the project of 4,000 crores Indian rupees, 57 big projects in India, and F&B magazine in the July 2008 version, they are the big analyst in India. They have, I don't know from where they got the facts and figure. They have published me as the youngest CEO of Indian power sector. I am not here to claim myself, but at the same time, I am here to tell, because this is my home place, home college, home ground, home university. Kindly look into the very carefully all future business prospects. I want to get generated thousands of the business leaders from this campus who can really shine the name of Bhopal University and this Madhya Pradesh. I will give you little insight of the Indian economy at present, where we are. This is one, where we are going to do this, what we are going to do, and the linkages of this, how this current Indian economy is going to link with the sectoral performance. So, the initial 4-5 slides will be little heavy for you, but please understand it for time being. If you are not able to understand, do pakka exercise afterwards on these slides and these facts and figures, which are going to help you in a big way. One more thing. In the industry, there are two terms. One is experience, another is the exposure. Threshold for the exposure. I am repeating. The experience and exposure. The Indian business environment, you will get a manager. After 10 years business manager, after 10 years of experience, he is getting salary of say 10 lakhs rupees. But there are hundreds of the business leaders in India, after 10 years they are getting salary in crores. Hello? Are you listening? Yes, are you able to correlate with this? Yes, there are persons who are getting salaries in 7, 8, 9 crores. There are two components of the salary. Why I am telling all you, I am motivating you by telling the facts and figures of Indian industry. Hello, I am not talking about what is happening in US and UK at present. I am talking, there is a survey, the top Indian business leaders among 20 worldwide. Indians are getting much better salary than anybody else in the world. I am talking worldwide figures. In India as well, if you see 8500 companies, if you see the top 100, the CEOs and executive directors and directors' salary, the last 100 salaries comes around 2.57 crores, etc. I hope you are getting it. जो 20 top salaried person, salaried, I am using the word salaried, not an entrepreneur. I have not come here for an entrepreneur. I have paid last year income tax 33.5 lakhs. Hello? It is not a matter of clapping. What I am trying to tell you, I paid last year my income tax for the last fiscal 33.5 lakhs. But I wish I could have paid 30 crores. This is the difference between a entrepreneur and a service classman like me. Having all the competencies, having all the guts, having known how to run the business. I am running the business for last 5 years for a big company. But still I am a salaried class. Please understand. Please understand. My whole emphasis is, please do not look only for the job. Please analyze yourself. Please analyze, please know your potential. Please know what is happening. This is the huge opportunity available for you, all of us, for next 20 years. All the sectors are open. I'm going to explain you. One beautiful platform to all of us to perform. And there are a lot of encouragement to develop the young entrepreneur. During my journey, I am going to tell you all this and how this is linked with the sectoral performance. So please, overall scenario, the sector scenario, this covers the market potential and opportunities. The power is the major. Auto and auto components, banking and financial services, education, oil and gas, travel and tourism, real estate, pharmaceuticals, infrastructure, and then we'll have an interactive session, small, if time permits. You must be thinking, well, what the hell is telling me? We are engineer. He's talking about the banking and financials, the auto and auto components, real estate, pharmaceutical. What is this? Don't see I'm an electrical engineer. I need to confine myself in the power sector only. No. I'm a civil engineer. I need to go only for the real estate and infrastructure sector. No. If I am an IT person only, I need to go for the IT industries. And so world is open for you. Everywhere is a huge opportunity. Tap your potential, identify your potential, and then study the facts and figures, then take a decision. There are a lot of initiatives where a group of the entrepreneurs are getting creative. ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत धंधे के लिए बिजनेस करने के लिए पैसा चाहिए, but this is not always true. I hope, how many of you know the CMD of India Bulls? He is of my age, 44 and a half. Same background, everything same. He is the first generation entrepreneur. He is earning billions, and you see he has entered in 8 big sectors, all the big 8 sectors. He has never, what they did, initially 3-person young engineers, they formed a group. They decided we are going to run the business. They got a struggle for 4-5 years, but finally they succeeded. And now they have a very big name in Indian industry. India Bulls. So this is an example. There is a key component of GDP, that agriculture, industry and services. Services is paying major role, 56%. Industry, you say 27%, and agriculture 17%. And just to give you the very GDP, the 1460, the US dollar billion is our current GDP. And a simple example. If suppose I earn 100 rupees, right? From where I am earning that 100 rupees, I am trying to pull, and then how I am going to expend that. So take an example of Indian scenario. If my GDP is suppose 100 rupees, then how I am going to spend this? And sector-wise, where is the focus and emphasis is given? This is the whole idea about that. You see the growth rate here. You see the last 3 years. And if we take an average of last 4 years, our economy is world best economy. There was a data and the interpretation that we have the second best economy. Finally it has been proved that so this is the very positive sign for all of us. So this is the first sign I am showing you. Economy club. Countries, they are falling among this. Kindly look into those, what are the things. If you study the Indian economy for last 7-8 years, you will get all the answers for this. Huh? And this has become the preferred destination overview. I am going to explain how the foreign direct investment is impacting on this, all this thing. Another 10-15 minutes on this, that's all. 7 out of 8 sectors has shown a growth rate of more than 6.5%. If you see the rest of the world, they are struggling between minus 0.5 to 1, 1.5 to, except China. The India is the second power as far as the economy is concerned. This foreign direct investment, sir, in your absence, I was just trying to tell them the correlation why I am going to do. So, before knowing the sectoral performance, if they have a slight feel of what is happening at present in the Indian economy, they will be able to correlate it properly. That is the whole idea. Foreign exchange reserve. See here. See, look into the India's figure. This is our another big asset. I will just tell you. We are not going much details of that. Important third parameter to have confidence on us, on Indian economy, is trade balance. That is balance between import and export. See that anybody's country's economy can judge with their import, export. See the balancing between that. So we are trying to, there are mixed results in this, but still we are in a better shape. This is a snapshot of the sectoral performance. If you see the last 5 years, the manufacturing sector has grown approximately 9%, which is higher than the service sector 8.7 and industry 8.2. Forget about the last quarter. Last quarter was a different result because of other things. Other inflation which is not, if you isolate Indian economy, then our results are okay. Now let us talk about some good Indian things. If we see the transforming the domestic market, some of the good things in our favor, means our Indian environment favor is, we have youngest population in the, you see that there are, our median age group of Indians is 25 years. What does this indicate? Yes. This is another real power I was telling you. Our median age of Indians is much less than our competitive countries. Now, we'll start with this background. We'll start what is happening in the various sectors, and now you can pick note down where you want to think, you want to watch the sectoral performance, what are the opportunities available. I'm starting with the power sector. When we talk about the power sector, there are 3 segments. One is power generation, power transmission, and power distribution. And in this sector, 100% foreign direct investment is allowed. For what? You know, in India today, there is a gap between demand and supply, and peak is approximately 14%. It varies from 10 to 14%. I'm going to show you figure in next 20 years and probably 25 years. This is the the sector which has definite huge plans. Now, share of the power sector in total FDI increases from 3.6% in previous year to 5.6% in the last fiscal. This shows now foreign companies are getting interested and getting investment in the power sector. It is because our Indian manufacturing capability for the power equipment generation is limited to approximately 35,000 to 40,000 megawatts currently, whereas our need is much higher than that. So what is happening now? So now the Indian economy is open and 100% FDI is allowed. So foreign companies are coming and getting investing in Indian the business. So there are again 2-3 routes. They can come and directly come and participate in international competitive bidding. This is number one. They can set 3. They can form a joint venture company with any Indian company and participate in this growth plan. So all the 3 things are being happening nowadays, and you have seen all big shots of the Indian manufacturer, all this electrical manufacturers. They are about to launch or they have already launched their products in India. They are setting factories. They are Mitsubishi is tied up with the Larsen and Toubro. All this, so many permutation combination is going on. Only thing there is somewhere now there is no approval, SEBI, all these things is ruled out, nothing. Single window clearance is there. The Ministry of Power is very now serious about this, because with lot of efforts for the 11th plant, 78,500 megawatt addition power addition in the generation capacity is still far ahead. As on today, we could able to achieve only approximately 38 to 40% of our targeted the generation capability. But in the the project under implementation, they are in a very good shape. So it has been forecasted that by end of March 2012, means end of the fiscal end of this 11th plan, we will be able to complete approximately 70% of our generation and transmission planning. Look at these figures. We are now talking worldwide where we stand. As far as the power generation capacity is concerned, we are globally number 5.